loyalty pledge. Your boy you see next, how that mag and shoddy work. Can't rid this smell with bath and body works. It's sad and probably worse. First the chroma spit, wise guys do drive-bys and don't own a whip. Time come, divine sons need a song to rip. Thugs in harmony, cool, I got a bone to pick.
Vlogs, battles, music videos, interviews, and much more. Pushing the culture forward. No Mercy TV. Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy. Trap New York shit. NoMercyTV.com. You know what time it is, man. Up early on this nice little Saturday. You feel me? I actually just finished not only listening to, but watching The Room Full of Mirrors. If y'all don't know, this is a collective. Man, it was. I gotta give y'all all of the list of names, because listen, trying to get familiar with everybody was like a task. But I wound up doing a lot of my a little bit of my research and stuff like that. It's basically a collective put together by Punch from TDE, and a whole bunch of people that are just fire lyricists. You feel me? Now, I'm mainly familiar with this team mostly because of Daylight. Daylight's a part of it, and it's a bunch of other people that's also a part of it. And they dropped the Moneybags EP, right? So I listened to that on streaming, and I'm like, yo, this shit is fire. You feel me? From a lyric aspect, from a music aspect. And what I like about it is that it doesn't go so crazy into the music aspect where it makes you feel like this is what they're here to do. No, it still keeps the same kind of gritty rap energy that is needed. It's like a perfect backdrop for rap lyrics. Like when you talk about the production, everything from like the sound effects to the stuff behind the lyrics, like the ad libs and all of the extra stuff that they add into it, like it still keeps that lyrical essence. So I felt like it was good in terms of that, in terms of the production. The beats is fire, the hooks is fire, like everything makes it come off more artsy than anything. Like it actually feels like an art piece. And what's crazy, I went on YouTube and I looked them up, and I seen that they had like a visual EP. Basically it's crazy because when I was doing music, this is something like what I wanted to put together for my projects, like something that's a visual but still has a story behind it that kind of get you like theirs and get you familiar with everybody, so you get to see everybody. It starts off driving the car, dude going around and pick everybody up, and then it eventually leads into them what do? They had a cop hostage, and then they stuffed them in a trunk, and then they skated off into the night and was having their own little party, or being on the run type shit. Like it was just dope. You feel me? And I feel like this is what Slaughterhouse should have been. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just in terms of something that makes you want to hear more. It makes you want to really get familiar with everybody and really understand what everybody's about as an individual. Because a collective is not meant to be like, okay, it's a collective and you're just in tune with the collective. No, I feel like it's meant to more so be like a demo to kind of highlight what everybody does individually. That way you get to pick your favorites, get to see who you rock with, and then be able to follow the career of, whoever you choose to, really rock with like that. And of course, Daylight is of course my favorite because I've been following him for so long. But it's such a diverse lineup, just in terms of like, you got females in there, you got a white girl in there, like it's covers so many different ranges. And then you have people who can do the singing shit, people who can do the rapping. Like it kind of covers all bases, you understand? So I feel like this project overall, this was definitely a good listen. I actually wish I could play some of the tracks on here, just because flagging and stuff like that ain't happening. You feel me? But if I had a standout track, in my personal opinion, it would definitely be I think it'd be the Nobody Dies joint, because the Nobody Dies joint was tough. And another thing I like about it, it didn't really, it's not like everybody is on every single song, so it gives you a chance to really like hear different people at different points, right? So all right, so the lineup for A Room Full of Mirrors, right, is Punch, Nick Grant, Jarius Law, Lyric, who I feel like I've ran across before. I feel like I'm definitely done came across some music at some point, you know what I mean? The Real H Beach, Itchy Bon Don, Earl E. Riser? Is that how you pronounce it? Oh, Early Riser. Okay, I get it now. And of course, Daylight. And of course, Billy Marie, who Billy Marie is another one of my favorites. Like, you know, she very lyrical and she talks crazy. You feel me? Like, definitely had a couple of standout verses from her throughout the project. But overall, this is a solid collective, just in terms of, like, you know, the different aspects of just being lyrical. You understand? Not so heavy on, you know, what you hear today and trying to mimic that and stuff like that. Like, there's parts where it takes, you know, of course it's modern day production, but what it does is it takes lyricism and it takes what people like to hear in today's trash ass music. It takes the good stuff from that, production wise, adds it on to the lyricism, and you just have overall dope lyricism in the midst of just a gumbo of just great music. You feel me? So this is definitely a group that I'm gonna follow, like, you know, for the long haul, and definitely, you know, get more in tune with them. Check out more interviews, and then, you know, eventually start to check out and see who everybody is as solo artists, because this is the type of shit I want to hear. You know, me personally, I don't listen to a lot of new music. I really don't. Like, a lot of this new shit is trash. You feel me? Like, I like just overall dope rap. I like good music. I like good rap. Those are the two, you know, my two main things. So when somebody takes that and can combine it well, I'm going to be down to, you know, support and check out what's going on and stuff like that. So yeah, this was definitely a dope project. If I had a favorite song, yeah, my favorite song is probably the Nobody Dies record. That joint is just super tough, you feel me? So whenever y'all get a chance, you know, definitely go support, look them up, stream. They still are you know, fresh group, like, you know, really starting to get up off the ground and everything. So, you know, this is definitely something I feel like is going to be something. Like, when I first seen TDE, right, and I was first seeing Kendrick when he went by K-Dot, right, J-Rock, even I was in tune with Nipsey back then. That's when they were all kind of starting together. I mean, Nipsey wasn't down with TDE, but, you know, he used to go on tour and do shows and shit with them like that. I actually seen Nipsey on LAX tour. Right, Nipsey, it's crazy because Nipsey actually handed me one of his demo CDs. I wish I still had it. It was the Bullets Ain't Got No Name joint. He was just, you know, walking around the crowd, shaking hands, handing out a CD like, yo, I'm Nipsey Hussle, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, was just introducing himself. And then you got to see J-Rock on stage performing. So this reminds me of those, you know, TDE early days, you feel me? And I feel like they definitely off to a great start and in the right direction. I want to see more of these like how the EP was, more of them storyline driven visuals that ain't just a bunch of niggas rapping in front of a camera, you feel me? Like, I like when people actually put some story behind the visuals that they put out, you know? So I feel like it was dope, just highlighting, you know, and it didn't go through all of the tracks. It actually went through enough so that you kind of get a little bit familiar with each member of the group. You know, each of them probably have a verse, or, you know, it might be a couple of people that have maybe two verses that, you know, but throughout the length of the visual EP, you get just familiar enough to where you know how each person is going to be approaching tracks and what roles they play and, you know, that kind of shit. So it was definitely a dope project overall. Definitely a dope project, definitely a dope visual to accompany it, and I think this is definitely one of them groups I can see myself supporting for the long run. So y'all make sure y'all get in tune. Let me know what y'all think, and I will holler at y'all soon. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I'm out of here.